Yeah, hello everyone, and you are welcome to this particular one. And where the entire system now is powered and everything is working as it should, right? So the full logic is working. Every part of the system works as well, and then it mimics the same thing that we see on our road, especially the Awoshie Ablekuma stretch that this light has been installed, but then as I kept saying for years they are not working and no one's know why they don't work. Okay, so what we are doing here is to understand why this system don't work by rebuilding or recreating such a system. Okay, now everything has been created as we are seeing here. The next step for this is to understand what it takes to power it, right? So um, that we are thinking of exploring a solar-based charging and then also powering it, or using the grid system, or even both. Okay, let us know what you think. But for now, let's walk you through it. Okay, so here we have the main light that controls the vehicles, and then it's the same thing that we have here that controls what vehicles moving in the opposite direction. Now, for anybody that wants to cross, this is our zebra crossing, and this is where they will be able to cross the road, right? So um, the same thing that we see real world, everything here is working as such. If green here is on, green here is on. If red is on here, red here is on here, because it's a two lane system. If vehicles are going this way, then these people are also going, meaning that you can cross, right? uh it's not a system that maybe when one is going, then the other should stop. The idea behind the entire thing is that once these vehicles are moving, then these people, I mean, this part of the vehicles or this part of the road, they should also be moving. If these people stops, then this should also stop, so that anybody that wants to cross will be able to cross. So that is how the identified problem or the traffic light that has been installed at Awoshie, Mangwasi to be specific, or Dogono School Junction or Dogono School to be specific. And then when you move further and further, there are a lot that behave the same, but they are not working. Okay, so um everything works, and then ah it's been challenging, but then we've made it, right? So we want to understand how everything works. That is just the focus, and then also what it takes to what maintain one. Now that we've been able to build one, okay, we understood, we know what it takes now to build a system like that. Okay, the next step is to understand what it takes to maintain it one, and then also to power it for long term. Okay, so for this particular system that is working, we will leave it on for a very long time to see how long it will work, even if it will go out. Once we have power source, then we are expecting that it works forever, right? Just to test how long everything here works, and then also exploring the power for it. So we are thinking of getting a solar system, a small solar system that will work very well with this. I mean, solar panel, and then also we are thinking of using something like a lithium battery that we can charge. So the solar panel will be able to charge the lithium battery. So we will have to learn, explore every part of that. Okay, what it takes to also have something like that that is working, and then everything put together should work. The control unit or the powerhouse should be able to power the main control system. Okay, and then everything on our road should be working fine. Okay, that is just the focus. We want to understand what it takes to build one. As we said, here is what you have, right? The next step is to give it power source, external power source, so that the entire system will be what a standalone system. Okay, so I don't want to talk much about this, but then let's just observe it for a while and see if this works as you've been seeing on our road. So vehicles can move at this point. Okay, both side vehicles can move. Yellow is indicating that they should be getting ready to stop, and as soon as it turns towards red, then vehicles should stop here, right? And then anyone that wants to cross will what be able to what move to the other side if time allows them to. Okay, so here people that are crossing should be getting ready to what cross fast or stop. You get it? So I can't cross, I have to stop. And then now vehicles are what? Moving and moving and moving. This side vehicles are moving, this side too they are moving to the opposite direction. Again, the yellow is indicating that they should be getting ready to stop. And here I will stop as a vehicle or a driver, and then people that want to cross will be able to cross, right? So this is the system. I believe everything is working as we see in real world, right? Now we have a lot of wires and energy has gone into the thinking and the wiring, and down here too, everything here is serving as our control unit. Okay, so let me quickly walk you through it. Here we have an Arduino Nano, right, which is serving as our main code logic, controlling everything that you saw at the other side. So Arduino microcontroller powering the entire system. Okay, so this is our control unit or control logic, and then we are using an 8-channel relay to control the individual lights that you saw. Okay, now we are using, though it's 8-channel, we are using just 6 out of it. We are using 3 to control the main vehicle control lights, right? And then another 3 here to control what? The people crossing, in this case the pedestrian, right? And then the other 2 we are not using it for anything. Now what it means is that we are using just 3 to control the vehicles, because each of these 3 lights, though we have 4 lights, right, all the 4 red lights are connected to what? One relay, right? All the 4 yellow lights are also connected to what? One relay, and all the green are also connected to what? Just one relay. So 3 is being used for controlling the vehicles. The same thing applies to what? The people crossing, right? We are also using this. Now we are using just 3 because the traffic light has 3 colors, right? So that is what we see here. So as I said, only 3 6 relays are being used out of the 8. The other 2 we are not using it. Okay, and it powers everything. Now how does the relay and then the Arduino Uno or the microcontroller works? Here is it. This is the main control that should turn this on, but because there are a lot of them, if you want to put all 2 our digital pins, we face a lot of issue, because you see that maybe the first one will just on and then nothing on again, right? So we read and then we understood that we will need a way to connect all of those to a particular system, which we identify to be what? Either a relay or a transistor, but we chose to use what? The relay. Okay, and then the relay just powers what? The Arduino just power the relay, sorry for that. And then it also uses an external power source, and the lights, everything connected to it. So if you can see here, everything here is what? Powered fully. So all the 4 LEDs that you see there, so this is green, meaning the green light for the pedestrians, right? So all the 4 here that you see on the lights are connected to what? Just one relay output. Okay, the same thing if you come here, all the 4 wires for the vehicles, right, for the green, right, are also connected to just one relay. The same thing applies to what? All the other colors, right? And everything just works perfect. Now the output is basically using 12 volts, right, which we are using this 12-volt adapter for. So when I say the output, I mean the traffic light that we see, we are using 12 volts to power it. Now we try using 5 volts, it works, but then the lights weren't brightened. Okay, and then also we decided to read the data sheet of this particular traffic light model, and then we saw that 12 volts can also equally work better. So we changed to what? Power it externally with what? A 12-volt adapter. And then the main unit here is just using 5 volts from here. So 5 volts out here, and then we are giving to what? Our microcontroller. Okay, so the system works as it should, and everything is perfect. We face a lot of challenges, we face a lot of difficulties in terms of understanding and then also writing the main logic that is controlling everything, but we are glad we made it. Let us know what you think in the comments. Okay, and then also the next step of this, we want to make it a standalone, right? So we are exploring using, first of all, the grid system, so just the main power source like we are using here, right? But then this means when there is light out, the system goes off, right? So we are also thinking of either using a solar system entirely, that we do away with the main power grid and use solar, okay? But then that's I don't know if there is any challenge. Let us know what you think with that. But then that's what we want to do. But we are also exploring, well, can we work with both, such that if there is light or the main grid is on, there is power, the system automatically falls on that and use it. And then if there is light out or power off, then automatically also it switches to use what the energy stored during the solar charging, or stored however we are going to charge it. We are here to explore that, right? So or we should use both, right? Either depending on the grid alone, the solar alone, or the hybrid of what, both. So solar and then everything, so that the system should be able to switch based on the circumstance, right? If we still have light, we use it. No light, the system falls on the solar system and all of that. What do you think? Let us know. Okay, so we are doing a lot to understand what it takes to build a system. Now that we have it, just that we are going to take it to the next step, and also what it takes to maintain it long term. That is our focus, and that is what we are doing here. We are learning by solving a real world problem that we have identified along our stretch, the road that we've been using for so many years that it seems it's normal. Nobody even cares about it. But for us, we want to dig deeper into it and understand why they don't work, and then how to also build one for ourselves. And then if possible, we don't know where this can take us to. Okay, so stay tuned for the next step of this journey, where we will add a solar system to it, a battery system, or a powerhouse, basically, that they should be able to charge the system, and then the system should also be able to power the entire lightning system. And it's a standalone. It can work without a main power source. If there is power source too, we can see it working. So stay tuned for the next one. Let us know what you think in the comments, and then any suggestions, any improvement that you think we can also add that, and then let's go. So see you in the next one.